When you're just starting out on YouTube, it feels like you're shouting into a massive void. You sit down, you pour your time and energy into filming your first video. Maybe you spent days planning it. Maybe you recorded it 5 times just to get it right. You edited it on free software, added music, cut out awkward pauses, tried to make it look decent with whatever you had. Then you hit upload, your heart is pounding. You keep refreshing the page, 5 views, 10 views, and half of them are from you. You tell yourself not to care about the numbers, but deep down you were hoping, no, you were begging, for that video to take off. Maybe a few hundred views, maybe even 1,000. You dream about waking up and finding your video blowing up, people commenting, subscribers rolling in. But the truth hits you hard, almost no one is watching. That's the reality for every small YouTuber. It's one of the hardest phases, not because you're bad at what you do, but because you're invisible. No one knows you exist yet. You're trying to make noise in a world that already has millions of voices. And yet, here you are still pushing, still creating. That means you've got something most people don't. Belief, not in numbers, but in yourself. That belief is rare, and it's the foundation of everything. You look at big creators and it seems effortless. They post a video and instantly get millions of views. They get hundreds of comments in the first 5 minutes. But what you don't see are their early days. You don't see the videos they made that flopped, the ones with horrible audio, shaky camera work, and 0 engagement. You don't see the hours they spent learning how to make thumbnails, write compelling titles, understand retention. Everyone wants the success, but most people don't want the journey. They want to start at the top of the mountain, but no one gets to skip the climb. The biggest trap for small creators is comparison. You see others with better gear, more polished content, seemingly unlimited time and money. It makes your channel feel like a joke, but you have to understand something critical. Comparison kills progress. You can't measure your chapter 1 against someone else's chapter 20. The only person you should be competing with is the version of you from yesterday. Did you learn something new? Did you try something different? Did you post another video even when it felt like no one was watching? Then you're winning. Growth on YouTube isn't about sudden explosions. It's about stacking small wins. 1 view turns into 5. 5 views turn into 10. 10 views turn into a loyal subscriber who shares your content. That's how it starts. Every video you upload is like planting a seed. You don't see fruit right away. You water it with consistency. You shine light on it with effort. And eventually, something sprouts. Maybe not with the first video. Maybe not with the 10th. But it will happen. If you don't quit. That's the secret. The people who make it on YouTube aren't always the most talented, the most charismatic, or even the most entertaining. They're just the ones who didn't stop. They fell in love with the process. They kept creating even when nobody clapped. They showed up when no one expected them to, and slowly their audience grew. Not because of luck, but because of endurance. Let's be real, there's going to be a lot of rejection. Your video might get no likes. Your shorts might flop. You might even get negative comments. Some people might laugh at the fact that you're trying. That's okay. Most people are too afraid to even try. The fact that you're putting yourself out there already makes you braver than 99% of people. You're doing what others only dream about, and while they talk, you're building something. And don't underestimate what you're learning in the process. Even if your first videos don't perform, you're developing critical skills. You're learning how to edit faster. You're learning how to tell better stories. You're figuring out how to keep people's attention, how to hook them in the first 5 seconds, how to make them stay until the end. That's what matters. You're building muscles most people never develop: resilience, creativity, problem-solving, grit. YouTube isn't just about posting videos. It's about becoming a creator. That means thinking strategically, making decisions quickly, adapting constantly. Every time you post, you're running an experiment. You're testing a title, a thumbnail, a hook, a call to action. You're trying to figure out what works, what makes people click, what makes them care. That process is gold, and every failure is a clue. Every bad video is a step forward if you learn from it. Don't wait to be perfect. You don't need the best camera, or the best mic, or a massive setup. Some of the most viral videos ever were shot on phones. What matters is the idea, the execution, the energy, the intent. People can forgive low production if the story is good, if the content is compelling, if the person behind the video is passionate. Start with what you have where you are, and grow as you go. Too many creators spend months trying to make their first video perfect. Don't do that. Make something good enough and publish it. Then make the next one better. You learn more from 10 published videos than from one video you never release because you're stuck tweaking it forever. Get it out, move on, improve, repeat. That's the loop. That's how you win. Some days you're going to wake up and wonder if it's even worth it. You'll feel like giving up. You'll question your voice, your skills, your ideas. That's normal. But if you can push through those days, if you can hit record when you don't feel like it, if you can upload even when you're doubting yourself, that's when growth happens. Not just on your channel, but in you. You start to build character, discipline, tenacity, and that changes everything. Most people overestimate what they can do in a week and underestimate what they can do in a year. That's why so many quit early. They post 3 videos and expect magic. But YouTube doesn't work like that. You're not planting a firework, you're planting a tree. It takes time to root, time to grow. But when it finally breaks the surface, it grows faster than you think. Your 10th video might flop. Your 20th might do okay, but your 30th, that might change everything. You just never know which video will be the one. But if you stop uploading, you guarantee that moment never comes. If you upload once a week for a year, that's 52 chances to improve. 52 experiments, 52 opportunities to connect with someone, to say something that sticks, to create something that matters. That's how you build an audience, not by chasing trends, not by begging for views, but by showing up again and again, improving every step of the way. Eventually, you start to build momentum. You start to see patterns. You notice what works, what your audience likes, what you enjoy making. You lean into that, you double down, and suddenly you're not guessing anymore. You're making decisions based on experience. You've built your instincts. You've earned your confidence, and people can feel that. They can feel the difference between someone who's just uploading for attention and someone who's crafting something with purpose. Be the second kind of creator. If no one is watching your content right now, use that time to take risks. Try weird ideas, experiment with new formats, test everything. You don't have a giant audience judging you yet, and that's an advantage. You can learn in peace, fail in private, build your identity without pressure. Use that freedom. It won't always be there. One day, people will be watching, so sharpen your sword now. Train in the shadows. Get good. YouTube will test you, it will frustrate you, it will stretch your patience and your pride, but if you stick with it, it will also reward you in ways you can't imagine. It's not just about fame or money. It's about freedom, it's about impact, it's about building something from scratch and watching it grow because you made it happen. That's the real reward, the satisfaction of knowing you didn't quit. You stayed in the game, you learned, you adapted, you won. Not because it was easy, but because you refused to give up. This isn't about going viral. It's about going forever. And that only happens when you build a foundation strong enough to handle the weight of success. That foundation is built in the quiet days, when no one's watching, when you're still figuring it out, when it's just you, your camera, and your belief that this will work. Those are the most important days. Don't waste them. There's a point in every creator's journey when they hit a wall. It's not just about low views anymore, it's deeper than that. It's when you've done everything you know how to do and nothing seems to move. You've watched tutorials, changed your thumbnails, improved your titles, upgraded your editing, posted regularly, and still, your videos barely gain traction. That's the moment when most people give up. That's the part no one wants to talk about, the long plateau, the grind without growth. But that's also the part that separates the creators who make it from the ones who vanish. YouTube isn't a straight line. It's not a simple formula. There are creators who grind for years before they break through, not weeks, not months, years, but when it happens fast. One video catches fire and suddenly everything changes. Your channel starts growing overnight. Your old videos start getting views. People start binging your content, and everyone thinks it happened out of nowhere. But it didn't. You were building that breakthrough long before anyone noticed. Every failure, every flop, every late night edit, every awkward voiceover, every single video that barely reached 10 views was a brick in the wall that eventually burst through. The audience just didn't see the foundation. You have to understand the power of exponential growth. In the beginning, it feels like nothing's working. You post a video and get 10 views, then another one gets 15, then maybe 20. It's so slow it feels pointless. But then, out of nowhere, one gets 1, 0, 0, 0, and suddenly the next one gets 5, 0, 0, 0, then 10, 0, 0, 0. What used to take months now happens in days. That's how exponential growth feels. It doesn't show up gradually. It arrives all at once. But you only get to experience it if you survive the dry season. The longer you stay consistent, the more shots you get. The more you experiment, the more likely you are to stumble onto a format that works. And once you find it, your job is to double down. If a certain style of video is hitting, if people are responding to a certain tone or idea or topic, lean into it hard. That's not selling out. That's being smart. Serve your audience what they love, but do it in a way that still feels true to you. Keep your creative soul alive, but let your viewers guide your growth. And when things do start to grow, don't let it distract you from what got you there. Grit, hunger, consistency. A lot of creators lose their edge when the numbers finally start going up. They start chasing only what's popular. They stop taking risks. They forget the fire they had when nobody was watching. Don't let that happen. Stay hungry, stay focused. Treat every video like it could be your last chance to prove yourself. That energy, that urgency is what keeps you sharp. Your mindset will either fuel you or destroy you. If you look at YouTube like a lottery, you'll always feel like a victim of luck. But if you treat it like a game of skill, you'll feel powerful, even when you lose, because you'll know that every mistake is teaching you something. Every flop is data. Every comment, every like, every click tells you something about what works and what doesn't. Pay attention, obsess over retention, watch your analytics not for vanity but for understanding. If people click away at the 30-second mark, ask why. If a video has high click-through rate but low watch time, dig deeper, get curious, get strategic. That's how creators evolve, and don't just copy what others are doing. Study them, yes. Learn from them, but then put your own twist on it. YouTube doesn't need another clone. It needs you, your voice, your story, your personality. That's your secret weapon. No one else can bring what you bring. And if you hide that because you're afraid it's not good enough, you rob the world of something unique. Be weird, be real, be raw. The audience connects with authenticity more than perfection. Show your face. Share your failures, talk about your struggles, let people in. That's how you build a community, not just a subscriber count. Speaking of community, don't focus only on growth. Focus on connection, reply to comments. Thank your viewers, make them feel seen. When you have only 10 subscribers, you can talk to every single one of them. That won't always be possible, so do it while you can. Build loyalty early, build relationships. Turn casual viewers into superfans. People remember how you make them feel. If they feel appreciated, they'll stick around, they'll share your content, they'll root for you, they'll grow with you. Also, surround yourself with other creators. Find people who understand the struggle, join small YouTuber communities, make friends who are also grinding, share feedback, encourage each other. You'll stay motivated when you're not alone, and sometimes one collaboration, one shout-out, one partnership can open doors you never expected. But even beyond growth, it just feels good to know someone gets it. The late nights, the disappointment, the high of seeing a video get a few more views than usual. This journey is hard. Don't do it in isolation. And take care of yourself. Burnout is real. When you're building from nothing, it's tempting to go all in all the time. But you're not a machine. You can't grind non-stop without rest. If you're exhausted, your creativity suffers. Your edits suffer. Your energy on camera suffers. Pace yourself. Take breaks. Go outside. Live your life. The best content often comes from a full life, not just sitting in front of a screen. Fill your tank so you can pour into your videos with real passion. Money might not be your goal right now, but eventually, if you want to make this full-time, you have to treat it like a business. Learn how to monetize. Learn how AdSense works. Learn about affiliate marketing, sponsorships, brand deals, merchandise. You don't have to be a sellout to make money. You just have to be intentional. Build multiple income streams. Reinvent how you think about revenue. That way, when your channel grows, you're ready to capitalize, not just for profit, but so you can reinvest in your vision. And when you get discouraged, and you will, go back and watch your first video, not to cringe at how bad it was, but to see how far you've come. Progress is invisible day to day, but massive over month. The voice you once hated starts to sound confident. The cuts get tighter. The visuals improve, you find your style, you grow into yourself, and that's something to be proud of. That's what makes the journey worth it. The evolution, don't wait for permission, don't wait for the perfect idea, don't wait until your setup is perfect. Just start and then keep going. The views will come, the subscribers will come, but only if you don't stop. Every channel you admire today was once a tiny channel too. Every viral video started with a creator who pressed record and hit upload, not knowing what would happen next. That's all you need to do, over and over. With heart, with hustle, with belief, there's something beautiful about being a small YouTuber. You're still hungry, you're still experimenting, you still have room to fail without pressure. This is your time to build without limits. To be bold, to be different, to find your voice before the world is listening. Don't waste this moment wishing you were already big. Use this moment to become someone worth watching. The audience will catch up. And when they do, when they finally find you, when the numbers start rolling in, when your videos start getting shared, you'll be ready. Because you weren't just hoping for success, you were building it. Brick by brick, video by video, with no guarantees, no shortcuts, and no excuses. Just relentless focus, stubborn effort, and a dream that wouldn't quit. You don't need 1 million subscribers to be a real creator. You just need the courage to keep uploading when no one's watching, the discipline to keep learning, the creativity to keep trying, and the faith to believe that every step, no matter how small, is part of something bigger. You're not behind, you're not late, you're right where you're supposed to be. This is your foundation, this is your training ground. And if you keep showing up, keep putting in the work, keep believing in your journey, the results will come. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but if you don't quit, they'll come. And when they do, you won't just be a small YouTuber anymore. You'll be a force. Because you'll know that everything you earned came from the grind, from the silence, from the struggle. And no one will ever be able to take that away from you. So if you're sitting there wondering if it's worth it, if anyone will ever care, if the views will ever come, if the struggle will ever pay off, listen closely. Yes, it's worth it. Yes, they will come. And yes, the struggle is shaping you into the kind of creator who's not just chasing numbers, but building legacy. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs your voice. So don't give up. Don't slow down. Don't fade away. Keep uploading. Keep improving. Keep believing, because the dream isn't just possible. It's waiting for you to catch up to it. And when you do, the world won't be ready for what you're about to unleash.